Second World War. These kind of people, they are fanatics, and at the same time they have money and they have weapons. When I say they have weapons like planes, tanks, and heavy weapons. The question here is not only that they have money from the crude oil, but also they have money from other countries trying to be involved in their activity. And here I mean Qatar. And even Saudi Arabia, which showing that they are against them right now, but they are now against them because they are afraid of them. But they give them money during the war in Syria. And these Daesh or ISIS, they formed their roots in Syria and continued their activity in Iraq. But firstly, they have been helped to terminate al-Assad. You agree with Assad or not, but Daesh had all support from the Western country and everybody to terminate al-Assad, but it happened that they became a monster, and this monster going and tried making Khilafah. Al-Khilafah, which is the dream of the Turkey, the dream of Ottoman Empire, which they are dreaming about it, which the Muslim Brotherhood are in Turkey, and they combined with the Daesh or ISIS and with the people from Qatar, which they have Al Jazeera and money. All these things to give you how these people they became powerful and could manage and put their hands firmly on the petroleum fields and refineries in North Iraq and south or east of Syria. We are facing a very dangerous situation. This situation, it's not solved. It couldn't be solved only by bombarding or fighting them by our American weapons or aircrafts or attacks like that. No, it has to be through the people there too. The people there too, and the armies there too, they know very well how to fight these people. Exactly like what happened in Egypt. But what happened in Egypt was differently, because people, they stepped down the Muslim Brotherhood peacefully. But in Iraq and in Syria, it has to be done and determined by the forces of the Syrian army and the Kurdish army and Iraqi army. The people there has to be involved beside and help from the foreign countries and other countries want to help. Not only the foreigner countries and other countries can invade Iraq or invade Syria and make this to be solved. I think that this thing has to be done as follows. First of all, has to determine or to determine from where this money, and of course they are exporting the oil, then it has to be done like to stop the flow of the money. The money has to be stopped going, and the export has to be stopped too. These people having money, they think that they can do many things, and they have a plan bigger than Syria and Iraq, and that we can see it in the picture number 2 plus, to have an idea how their plan is. Their plan is considering Kurdistan, which considering India too, and Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these, and the Balkan, all Balkan, and they consider Albania, and they consider Saudi Arabia, and El Kanana, this is Egypt, and a part of Sudan, and the Ethiopia also, and the central of Africa, and El Maghreb, which is the west of Africa, these, and Andalus, which is Spain, then they are thinking about all these countries, whereas written there, Europa, it means Europe. They are referring to Albania and Macedonia and what around, and it could be also Greece. These people, they have a plan to make it Khilafah, and to have a Khalifa on it, and the main country of such a thing is Turkey. Then these Turkey and Qatar and ISIS, all of them, they are Sunni, to clarify the thing, how it's going. Then first of all, you have to stop the flow of money. And stopping the flow of money, not only the money is coming, but the way of things are coming, the weapons, the things are exporting. All this activity has to be stopped to dry the financial situation that they have. After that, after you can do this, second, we have to stop the roads, ports, and the ways from which the weapons are coming, and that will make even the weapons they have without bullets and reserves. The third step, to send food and medicines for the people and the publishers about peace, the good ideas, and it will be preferable to be in gifts showing that meaning and inviting every body to come back from the group, and could be forgiving. In other words, that a part of these people, they are believe that they will go to heaven, but they have to learn that God is good. God is not pushing anybody to die. God is pushing people to live. And these people, they are very poor and needs anything, needs job, needs more than job. They need food, they need medicines. If you don't send them, they believe that Daesh has money or ISIL has money, and but that money, that it means that they are good and God gave them the money. If you dry the sources of the money, then you will make the first step to prove that these people are not really religious. They are not with God. And the really way to go to God is to pray by yourself, and not to go with ISIL, because these people, they believe that they whenever they will kill themselves, they will gonna to heaven, and that is the best way. The fourth thing is informing the people that this group will be punished if continues with terrorism and the aggressive acts. In the same way, to inform that people who are, not thinking, and they are going like that and thinking very poorly, these people have to be released, and in the same time to be released and not punished, and they come back to their families and countries. This is very important, but because it's very important to attract the people to their village and their countries, because otherwise they are afraid of ISIL, because ISIL, they told them, come with us, we'll give you money, otherwise we'll kill you. This thing has to be very clear and very important for everybody, to attract the people that there is a peaceful way to deal with, and to declare for the other people who are fanatics and continue with their way that there is no other way to escape, and in the same time for the people who are getting profit, getting advantage from the money coming from outside or the oil, that there is no way to run with it. The fifth step, to take the action with Iraqi, Syrian, and Kurdish armies against ISIL, or ISIR, because it's named Legion too. This thing, it's very important, as I said before, that it has to be united. It has to be all armies from outside and inside, and no way you can win a war without getting involved, and get involved the resistance and the army of the country itself in the problem, the country we are talking about. We can't eliminate the Iraqi army or the Syrian army or the Kurdish army from the formula. This situation will not help, and it goes to nothing, and these people will declare that they are attacked by the by Western forces, and they will appear in front of their people that they are braves, and they are good, and they are fighting the Americans, fighting the people who are attacking their countries. Then they gonna, beside that they are religious and attacking people by religions, speaks, they will tell them about patriotism, and which is not true also. Then, without integrating with the local armies and unite with each other, we still find ISIL in Baghdad and Damascus, and perhaps will another, not only Hitler in this day, we will find another regime or system, in the area with fanatic face and heads full of blood. Now the matter is very dangerous, and they are also in Libya and Sudan, and some in Algeria too. Then we have to look all over the area. In north of Sudan, there is a fanatic controller, a ruler. In Algeria, there are fanatic people. They are not ruling, but they are, and they are very dangerous. In Libya, they are fighting and trying to get the power. Then we are facing a very dangerous situation in the whole area. As I said, in the picture number 2, their plan is big, and we have to stop them. And to stop them by stop the flow of financial money and financial supporting, and stop the importing or exporting of crude oil and importing of weapons. This is very important, and I hope this episode could in a way clarify not only the old theory about the correlation between oil prices and the terrorism, but also the new terrorism and how it is formed, and what is the plan, and what they are thinking to go and how to stop them as a conclusion.